Flosstube, it's Darlene with Darlene Dion Designs. You can find me here on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Etsy. I design and sell cross-stitch patterns, quilting patterns, and project bags. And there's a few bags available in my shop today. I'm going to show you some of them in my stack of stuff that I'm hoping isn't going to fall over. It's been a while. It's been over a month. I think the last time was May the 15th that I posted to Flosstube. I've had a busy month. Today is June 21st. I've had a busy month. I've done several trunk shows and I've gone to 2 quilting retreats. It's been a good month. Really, really enjoyed my sewing and time with friends this past few weeks. Big news, big news for me. Finally, we have Fibre Op here at my house. So I'm able to upload everything here myself. I don't have to go to my sister's house or someone else's house to upload. So that is so exciting. They came and installed it for us on Tuesday. I think it was 2009 that they said high speed would go through the whole province. And so, yeah, they're a little behind. Anyway, we live on a side road, a dirt road, and so typically we'll get the last of everything. So I'm very, very happy that we have it today, and hopefully everything uploads good after I get this filmed. Just looking at my notes. I got lots of notes because I feel for sure that I'm going to miss something. I have a couple of finishes. I have an FFO and one that's an finish. Let me start that again. I have one FFO that was a new start, and I have one finish, several whips, a giveaway that I had talked about last time, just some news, some plans, and I'm going to start off by showing you any of you that follow me on other medias, you probably know that I have a daughter that's an artist, a graphic designer artist, and she's publishing a book through Nimbus Publishing in Halifax. I'm in Nova Scotia. If you're new here, Nova Scotia on Canada's East Coast, and yeah, she submitted a proposal for a book to Nimbus last year, and it's being published, and it's going to be released in the fall, in October of this year. So this is the cover, Atlantic Ghosts, and the content is ink drawings that she's done of ghost and folklore stories from the Atlantic provinces, and maybe from the Maritime provinces. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's 24 ink drawings and stories, and you can pre-order it now. So it's available everywhere. Like, you can pre-order it on Amazon, at your favorite bookstore. Like, I've seen several places posting it, and it's on Goodreads. You can go into Goodreads and indicate that you want to read it. And anyway, it's pretty cool. It's a small hardcover, like a small coffee table book almost. Anyway, so it's pretty exciting that she's going to be published. So yeah, we'll be watching that closely, and I will update you again. I'll put the link for Amazon maybe in my show notes so that you can pre-order it there if you're interested. Pre-ordering apparently really helps the book as we progress towards that. So a little update on Emmett. Emmett is good. He's quite shy today, so I didn't try to bring him in. He's really, really doing better. For those of you that are new, my kids and husband gave me a rescue dog for my birthday, my 60th birthday at the end of March. So we've had him, we got him on the 27th of March. So we've had him almost 3 months. Is that right? March, April, May, June. Yep. And he is a very timid, shy little dog, but he's just so sweet. He's a Chiweenie. He leans more towards the wiener dog side than the Chihuahua, but he's just a real sweetie. But like I said, he's still very timid, but improving. I'm his person. I'm definitely his person. Our kids, my daughter and her husband and their dog Georgie were here on the weekend, and he's like he's a different person, a different dog when there's another dog here. We've even talked about getting a second one. He's just so much more animated and more social. And yet the other dog, Georgie, hardly pays any attention to him at all. She pretty much ignores him. She's a big dog. Anyway, it's pretty interesting to see how he responds when there's another dog. He's more playful. It's pretty cute. Anyway, but like I said, he is doing well, and he had a second vet visit, and that went well. And yeah, so we're just loving him. I think that's all my news. So we'll get right into it. My news starts, actually no, I'll do my FFO, which was a new start. So, since I've been publishing my own patterns, I have kind of made it my mission to get more Canadian themed patterns on the market. There just doesn't seem to be enough of them. So this is Canada Day Bouquet. It's a basket. The light isn't great here. I guess I'm typically not filming in the afternoon, but it's a basket of flowers with a Canadian flag and 2 red and white pinwheels and a little bird sitting on the top. So Canadian Day Bouquet, that's available in my Etsy shop as a PDF. Sorry about the noise. I don't know if you can hear the vehicles going by or not. It's pretty warm here. Oh, that was another little bit of news I was going to tell you. We've had a heat wave for us over the past 3 days. Yeah, been very, very warm, and it's very dry. We have had some rain, but not a lot. But anyway, it's cooler today, so the windows are open and I'm enjoying the breeze, so you will hear traffic a little bit. So this is Canada Day Bouquet. It's available in my Etsy shop. And I stitched it on, I want to say it's Blue Smoke, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my notes in my Instagram post. And it's 36 count, so it's pretty little. Make a nice little pillow size for a dough bowl. So I put some blue and white fabric on the back and some blue chenille around the outside. Pretty simple. So that was a start and a finish. And my other start, no, my other finish. It's been a while. Oh dear. I finished Strawberry House by Pinkernpunkin. I'm participating in the PNP 6 Houses 2024 sale that Michelle from Mama Loves You GB started at the first of the year. So this is my Strawberry House, and I changed it up a little bit. I think I used all the called for colors, but I changed the basket from the brown to the white. And I changed something else. There was another brown in it. I think maybe the door was a different brown and the birds were that same brown. But I ended up doing them the same as the roof. I think it's the 3371. So I really love it. This is my third. Yep, this is my third one in the Sal challenge. So I never. You can see all of my PMP houses in my last video, which I meant to say, wow, you guys blew up my last video. It has had more views than any other of my previous videos, which I'm so pleased. And I also went over 2,000 followers this past month. So that's very exciting. If you're new here, please, I would love for you to subscribe. I was just thrilled to have so many views and so many comments. I had giveaways, which of course always makes for more comments, but yeah, I really appreciate the interaction on the comments and whatnot. I love it. And I meant to go back through them because I think there's a couple of questions which I failed to do. So I will try to address that next time. Hopefully I will be back in less than a month this time. We shall see. My trunk shows and retreats have come to an end for a while. So anyway, this, like I said, is my strawberry house. I love it. And I will finish it as a pillow. And I started to say, I showed all of my Pinkernpunkin house finishes last month in my previous video. So this is stitched on 32 count Heritage. And I think it's the first one I've done on 32 count. I've done a few on 28 count and a couple on 36 count. And so they're all just slightly different sized. And those that I've finished them all as pillows, and I love them. I have them all in a cabinet in an old rickety cabinet in my living room, which I love. So anyway, maybe I'll try to post a picture of that on my Instagram over the next few days. So those were my 2 finishes, and then I've been starting a new Pinkernpunkin every other month on the 2nd day of the month. So I hope to start another one on July 2nd, and I'm pretty sure I'm planning for it to be the blueberry one, the blueberry house or the blueberry salt box. I can't remember what it's called, but stay tuned for that. That'll be coming. I love watching Hobbies of Holly. She is just the sweetest lady. If you haven't watched her on Flosstube, which I'm sure most of you have, she's very popular and she's just sweet. She has had, her family deals with some pretty serious health issues with her little grandson, Graham. And so sometimes she has salves, she starts salves that reflect her faith in God in dealing with those issues. So this one, she started it's been a while ago, and I had hoped to get in on it sooner, but I just didn't. Let me see. I think I've got a picture of the pattern. I did a download. Yes, But God. So that's the pattern, But God. I love it. Trust in God. It's pretty much what it says. So many things can happen and go wrong, but God. So I joined in on that eventually. I didn't get to start it as soon as I had hoped, but didn't have the flosses, and I didn't like what I was going to substitute with. And it is a By the Bay needle art pattern, and I'm stitching it on this beautiful piece of Highland Edinburgh linen, and it's 36 count, and I've got a very small start here. So so you can see it's lovely. It's modeled very nicely, but I'm not sure that it's showing you the right color. It's got like a light greenish, yellowish modeling in it. So it's so pretty. Anyway, that's my start on But God. And I'm enjoying that. And now she has another one, My Big Toe Designs piece, one of their hymns, Great is Thy Faithfulness. And I really want to start that one, but I've held off. How long? How long will that last? Okay, I'm checking off my list. I started, I should have said, this being my 60th year, I turned 60 in March, as I mentioned, and I decided I wanted to do 60 starts for the year of 2024. So I think I'm on 20, should have showed you my book of days. I think I'm on 25, 26. I think I'm on 27. So this is my book of days for May, which is, I missed quite a few days because of my retreats and trunk shows. When I do a trunk show, I travel, you know, fair ways, so I'm often home later than what I typically like to sit down and stitch, or when I do get home and beat. And then this is the start of June, which I have not put any stickers on yet, but I'll probably do that over the next couple of days. So I had, last year, I stitched one of the little samplers from this book, Keeper of the Pins by Brenda Gervais. I love everything Brenda Gervais, but I have not had a lot of opportunity to buy her patterns because there's not a lot of them available here. But I was able to get to Moncton last year, and whoops, don't want to be showing you the chart. Okay, here we go. So I stitched this one last year, and I'm stitching it on, I'm pretty sure it's Vintage Country Mocha. Yeah, it is. It's 36 count, and this time I started My Soul is Fed with needle and thread. So my start on that is here with the thread hanging. So I'm about a little bit, I'm about halfway, yeah. By the time I go back and put in the green on the tomato and whatnot, and that's the other one. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're so quick and easy. Like, I think that was one evening of stitching. It might have been two, but anyway, so that was one of my new starts. And then I had a new start that it's one of my Quaker pillows that I will put out as a pattern before too long, I hope, but I'm not going to show you that today. And then my other new start seems to be amongst the missing. What did I do with that? Well, it may be in this stack, and it maybe got lost. Well, I know I had it in my hand when I came in here, but it's Plumberry Sampler. Oh, no, that's not it. I must not have brought it in here. Okay, it's Plumberry Sampler. If I come across it in my stack, I will show it to you then. But anyway, okay. I did my finishes, showed you them. Man, I feel like I'm out of practice. Whips. Okay. So I am doing the Whip Go thing this year, which is the first year I've done that. And the calls for June were And Heaven and Nature Sings. That's my number 2 by Kathy Barrick. And number 25 is my Carol Emmer Santa Christmas ornaments. So I did get to stitch on, oh my, In Heaven and Nature Sings. Yes, this is it. So this is the pattern. I love it. My sister gave it to me for Christmas 2 years ago. And I started it maybe Christmas Day. No, I don't think so. Might have been New Year's. Let me look here. It should be in here. Might have been. It was the 5th of January. And I have not stitched on it a whole lot. But when I do, I love it. I'm stitching it on 37 count corn tassel, which was the first time I had stitched on 37 count, and I really love that count. So this is my progress. I have stitched only on the deer and the wreath of the deer on the deer this month. So I've filled in a lot on the legs, and I think I added this leg and I added the wreath. So I enjoy. I'm a very pleasant stitch. This is very relaxing, easy stitch. So yeah, I don't think the light is giving you the true colors today, but anyway, I love it. Very enjoyable, very enjoyable. I'm stitching it with the called for DMCs. I think it's all DMC. Yep, it is all DMC. So anyway, so that's one of my whip goes for June. And my other whip go, I'll show you that in my plans. In May, one of the whip goes was the Shores of Hawk Run Hollow, I think. Nope. Oh, I know. I got out the Shores of Hawk Run Hollow because I was following along with Missy from Two Needles Pulling Thread, and she was doing the block. I can't remember what it was called. It was a SAL. I'll try to put it in the show notes. A SAL about anything that's stitched inside a block, like. So I got out the Shores of Hawk Run Hollow and stitched on that a little bit. And I'll show you that. This is the pattern. I love this. I love all of the Hawk Run, but this was my first one to start. And I started this, I think this one might have been New Year's Day. I'm stitching it on 36 count oatmeal, and this is my progress. So my first one is done, and then this was block number 2, which I've got a thread hanging, of course. So I love it. It's very pleasant stitching, very, it's not, I shouldn't say it's hard. It's not hard, but it's not, you know, there's some stopping and starting, but not a whole lot of confetti yet. There may be later. Anyway, I enjoy it very much. I'm using the call for DMC. Yes, I think that's always DMCs, isn't it? I don't even see the threads. Hopefully I didn't take them out and mess that up. But it looks like I might have. Anyway, we'll have to look at that a little closer. Put that one down there. Okay. I also stitched this one. I started last year for our anniversary, and I hope to have it finished this year for our 40th anniversary. This is called Love Your Family. It's a Teresa Kogut pattern from Let Love Rain book. And so I'm stitching this for our 40th anniversary, hoping to have it done, but yeah, I'm a ways off. Anyway, I stitched some more on the house. I'm stitching this on, oh, I don't have it on there. It's probably in the bag. Yeah. Mistletoe. No, I'm trying to read upside down. Millstone, 36 count millstone with the called for threads, which are a mess. Anyway, So, Michelle made by Michelle McGraw. She just, I think she posted that she had finished this one, and it's just beautiful. And I kind of think Celeste from Celeste Creates maybe finished it recently too. I don't know if I've got that right, but anyway. I'm participating in the leap year sal. So on leap year day, I don't know. I started a long-term project, which is intended to be stitched on over the 4 years between now and next year on leap day. And I started Consider the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. This had been in my stash for a while, and I really wanted to get a start on that. So I try to take it out around the end of the month and give it. There's 24 pages in the book, and there's 48 months. So I'm trying to do a half a page each month. So around the end of the month, or around the 29th of the month, I get it out and try to get my half a page done. And I've been able to do it every month so far. So this is Consider the Lilies, my start. And I love it so much. Oh, it's really pleasant stitching. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm enjoying it because there's a lot of satisfaction in finishing each little section, each little motif. So pretty. And the colors are so nice. Lots of pretty colors. It has an Adam and Eve, which I'm fine with that, but I wasn't really convinced that I wanted to stitch Adam and Eve. And I saw, and I'm not going to be able to remember her name. She's a fairly new Flosstuber. I think she's only got two, I think maybe she's called the Comfort Stitcher, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm not sure that that's what she's called, but she posted it finished, and I feel like she changed it from Adam and Eve to just a man and a woman, which is what I think I may do the same. But yeah, we'll see as I get closer to, oh, I didn't tell you what I was stitching it on. It's a big old piece of fabric, let me tell you that. And again, maybe it's in the bag. Yep. It is Winter Brew, 36 count Winter Brew. And I don't see, oh, I was going to say, I thought I lost those flosses too, but there they are. Okay. So that was my leap year piece. Home Sweet Home. I've been working on this one a couple of times. This is a modern folk embroidery piece. Oh my goodness. Everything is scattered today. I'm going to try to show you the chart or the pattern because I again bought it as a download. This is it. And I saw Lori Holt stitch this in honor or in memory of one of her grandmas. And so that's my intention too. She took out this information at the top and she put her grandmother's name and dates there. And that's what I'm planning to do too. So I'm stitching it on, oh, what's that called? Lucan. I think it's called Lucan. And I really enjoy stitching it. I'm using 2 strands of, I think it's Schoolhouse Red. Yep, Schoolhouse Red by Simply Shaker. Gentle Arts, Simply Shaker. And I love that red. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So pretty. So, and of course I have threads hanging. So that's my progress on that. I've been stitching on this window, this side of the house here. And it's, I'm pretty sure it's 28 count, but it might be 32. It looks, I think it's 28, but anyway, I could probably look back on my Instagram posts and see it. And I had kind of thought I would try to do one thread a day or 2 red threads a day or whatever, but I'm not very good at that. So that's kind of gone by the wayside. Okay, so that's my whips. Now, another piece that I had in my whip go, I think for May, was Feast of Friendship. And I started this probably 2022, I would say. Not positive. I have the called for, I don't know if they're all, I don't think they're all there, but the called for flosses. And I'm not happy with my piece. I've got a fair amount done, but not enough that I'd be worried about restarting, which is what I'm thinking right now. So this is where I'm at, but I'm not loving it. For one thing, it's 28 count, and I'm just not enjoying 28 count anymore. I would much rather stitch on 36 or 37 and use 1 strand of floss, where this is 2. So I am thinking I'm going to abandon this one, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Anyway, so I'm just going to set it aside for now and make a decision later and see what I do, what I decide to do with that. Okay, now I think I had one more whip go. Oh yes, I showed you that last time. Huckleberry Farm was my other whip go. And I showed you the other one too, which was, the other one was Seasons of the Heart, and I didn't get to that one from with a needle and thread. Okay, which brings me to my plans. My whip go, one of my other whip goes is the Carol Emmer Santas that I started on. I did the well, I did 9 starts on New Year's Eve, and one of them was this Carol Emmer Santa, which I finished a couple months ago, 3 months ago maybe. And I just love stitching on it. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. It's a lot of confetti, but oh my goodness, it's worth it. Like, I mean, it's just look at that, the color and the detail. Look at that tassel. Oh my, so beautiful. Anyway, so then I have this one, which is close to finished. And then I have these 2, which if you're not familiar with the New Year's Eve starts, it's a 12 by 12 NYE 12 by 12, and that's the other one. You try to start 12 finished or 12 new projects on New Year's Eve. So that was one of my whip go calls for June, and so I'm hoping to finish that in the next few days. Whether I'll get to finish or not, but I will put some stitches in, that's for sure. And then also I would like to start the summer from this book, The Seasons of the Heart. This one, which is I mentioned was my one of the whip go calls for May that I missed. So I started one each season this year. So I started the winter one, which is here. Sorry about the I didn't iron anything. So much easier to just take them out of their bags and put them back in their bags so that you don't lose everything. And then I started the spring one, and I'm going to start the winter one, I think, right away. So hoping to do that in the next few days too. So that's some of my plans. I have not watched a lot of Flosstube, but some. I've been doing a lot of audiobooks. Right now I'm doing The Berry Pickers. If any of you are familiar with that, it's a very good read. I tend to like to listen while I'm sewing, so I have an audiobook quite often going with that, or when I'm driving, and of course doing these trunk shows and retreats, I was driving a fair amount, so I did get several books listened to on my Libby app, so that was very nice. So Flosstube, I have watched some that I typically always watch. Holly from Hobbies of Holly. I'm watching Two Needles Pulling Thread right now. My friend Sheila she lives about an hour from me on Digby Neck, it's called. I've watched her, and she's called Mrs. Stitches. My friend from Newfoundland, Deanne Jacobs, I've watched her. She is Stitching on the Rock. Who else have I watched? I watched Michelle McGraw's last one. She just came out with a new one yesterday, which I haven't had a chance to watch yet. So many. Anyway, I can't remember, but yeah. I've made several new project bags, and they are listed now in my shop. I posted them one day last week, on the weekend. I guess it was on the weekend, but there are a few left, so I'm going to show you the ones that are left, and they're available there if you're interested in them. So this one is Starberry fabric from Coriander Quilts. Coriander. Such cute fabric. Love it. It's got these little sheep, Christmassy fabrics, and there's some word fabric there, which I love. Word fabric. I can't read sideways. Oh, it's lyrics to Christmas songs. Oh, Star of Wonder, Star of Night, Star with royal beauty bright, upside down. Anyway, so I think there's 3 of this one there in the shop. Oh, it has a buffalo plaid backing. And then these are one-ofs, which I was using fabric that I had small pieces of. This is Bowie's Summery Primary Colors. I really like it. And it's got red on the back. So very nice for nautical stitching or summertime stitching. This one is kind of classy, elegant. This is silver metallic printing on there, butterflies in mauve and navy. And it has that navy on the back. This one, I think there's 3 left of this one. This one is Autumn Wildlife with the deer in the beautiful autumn colors with browns on the back. This one's a little bit bigger. This one was one of my favorites. This is VW buses. So you can see here the front of the buses with some butterflies and psychedelic groovy 60s colors and fabric. So cute. It's got teal on the back. And there's one Grinch one left. They are always popular. Love that Grinch fabric. Perfect for your Christmas projects. Red on the back. And then one of this one is Woodland by Holly Taylor, I think. And leaves on the back. So those are the styles and fabrics that are still available in the shop. And I have one that I kept for myself from the Winterberry fabrics. So fun. I really love making them. So now I need to start making some more. I had a giveaway in my last, in my last video, I had a giveaway for 3 patterns, and I was giving away 2 of each one. One was the True Patriot Love Quaker. So if you're Canadian, or whether you're Canadian or not, maybe you would like to stitch this for a Canadian friend. A True Patriot Love with our beautiful maple leaf. That is available in my Etsy shop. And I was giving away 2 PDF charts of this. So I did a random comment generator this morning, and the people that the people that watched and wanted I'm not doing very well. Oh dear. The comment that you had to use, the word that you had to use was patriot. And Darlene Gardener 5179, you were one of the winners. So please contact me with your, email me. My information is below, or contact me on Facebook or Instagram. And I just need your email address, and I'll send that back to you. So that was one. And then the other one was Sweet Spring Quaker. I'm sorry. There were two for each one. The other winner for this one was Southern Gal 71, SUTHERNGAL 71. So please contact me with your email address. Sweet Spring. The winners were Mama P 4166. The word you had to use was Sweet Spring. And Stitching Granny of 18, which I think I have your email address, but I'll check. But I'd like to hear from you anyway. So you were the second winner for this one, Sweet Spring Quaker. And my other chart that I was giving away was my new Proverbs 31 woman. And the word to use for that was purple. And the winners for that one are Linda Holland 683. So LindaHolland 683. Linda, if you could contact me, please. And Kathy Cobb, CATHYCOBB 5381. Kathy, please contact me at one of the options below. So that was fun. I'm going to do a giveaway today. I want to give away a project bag, but how do I put this? I don't want to give you just a random project bag. I'm going to let this go until my next, because of my 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to let this go until probably at least until my next video. It'll depend on how soon I get back. But it's for a project bag. I don't have one to show you because I want it to be something that you really want. So, you know, by the time I make my next video, I'm probably going to let you choose from the project bags that I have available at that time, rather than do a Christmas bag and you don't really want a Christmas bag, or do a autumn wildlife bag and that's really not your thing. I will wait and we will discuss it with whoever the winner is, and you can choose something that you would really like. So anyway, that will be coming up in probably my next video. But we're going to start the drawing for it today. So for the giveaway for the project bag, you need to use the word project. So you need to use the word project, but I'd also like, nope, that's for the other one, sorry. Use the word project to get in on a chance to win the project bag. The other giveaway is for my new little Canada Day bouquet chart. I'm going to give 2 PDF charts away of this, and I'd like for you to reply in the comments with your plans for Canada Day. So whatever you have planned, I'd love to hear about it. We really never do a whole lot. Sometimes we go to a fireworks show in the evening, which is about 15 minutes from home. Sometimes we just relax and stay home. It always seems to be a really hot day here. There is a parade in the same town that has the fireworks in the morning, and sometimes I go to that, but not always. And yeah, it's usually a very low-key day for us. We like to be home and relax. So probably a barbecue. Anyway, so if you would like to get in on the draw for this, use the word Canada Day in your comment about what your plans are for Canada Day. Okay? So, that's that. Oh, I should say the spiel about giveaways. Make sure you're over 18 because I'll have to ask for your email address. Don't use the word giveaway or freebie or any of those catchphrases that people, that bots use to access your information. Not your information, but your... I can't talk today. Anyway, you know, it's the same spiel as always. Don't use those words. I wanted to show you a couple of gifts that I received at the retreat, which was in Soniaville, which is about 35 minutes from me. There was a retreat at the end of May. My friend Joan hosts that retreat, and she is a very generous, lovely lady, and she always makes some really nice things for favors and things at her retreat. So this was at our, each one of us received one of these at our places. A scissor. I don't see my blue scissors. But anyway, it's a scissor holder, but it's a little bit too big for these ones. But anyway, beautiful. And I received this from Joan as well in a draw. Well, like a, yeah, a draw that she, so it's a little zippered pouch, which would be lovely for flosses. So yeah, that was fun. This past week, I've been at the cottage with my friend, her cottage, my friend Gail's cottage, for 3 days of sewing, and it was just lovely. On the lake, it was a heat wave, like I said earlier, but there was a constant breeze coming in off the lake. It was so nice. It was so much nicer there, I know, than what it would have been home, because here it would have been really hot and humid, and the air conditioner only does so much. But anyway, we started the week off by flipping out bags they're by Annie patterns. And a lot of the girls in our guild have made these for themselves. And so I had been wanting to make one. So this is a bag for carting all your gadgets and tools when you're going to a workshop. So the cover, the bag folds down, and then it has 3 pockets along the back, and then this opening in here, and a little gusset pocket here on the front. So I just got this in it because I haven't filled it with anything much yet. Oh, there's my blue scissors. Anyway, it's nice. Gail's is white and black. Mine is that printed button fabric that I love so much with a red lining. I know that's shocking. Anyway, so that was really fun to make. That was my first by Annie pattern that I have made, and there are so many more that I really would like to do. And this pattern is on my list. The Happy Holler, which is a large take-along bag. Like, it's big enough that you could put a quilt in it if you're taking a quilt like to Guild for show and tell or whatever. This is a nice picture of it there. Anyway, that's on my to-do list. Hopefully this summer that will happen. And also on my list is the Rockport tote. So my friend Joan lent me this pattern, and I have bought fabric. It's Red Truck fabric. So I'm hoping to, I thought I was going to work at that at the retreat, or at the cottage with Gail, but I ended up not having everything I needed, so I've been working on a new quilt pattern. So I think that's everything. The bags, the Canada Day, all that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, I hope to be back in 2, maybe 3 weeks. Things have definitely quieted down a little bit for me. Summer is not as busy for trunk shows and retreats and whatnot, so I always enjoy it. It's nice to be home, and it's so hot to be traveling or loading and unloading a vehicle for trunk shows and all that kind of thing. I do have a cross stitch trunk show to do in Dartmouth in August, so I'm really looking forward to that. Then there's a Nova Scotia Stitchers group on Facebook, and they invited me to come and do my trunk show there. So that's the only one that I've got lined up for the summer. I did want to say that I love doing the trunk shows. I have several quilts, and I always show my quilts, and I show my cross stitches, and then I always have my quilt patterns available there to purchase because those are printed on paper. My cross stitch patterns are only PDF, but you can purchase them there through Etsy too if you're interested. And I've offered to do trunk shows from, you know, like say Truro towards the southwest end of the province. I was invited to do one in Cape Breton in the fall, and we are planning to do that. That's in September. And I've decided I'm going to go farther. So I would like to do some in New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. If you have a guild or even just a group that sews together on a regular basis, if you're willing to have me come and do a trunk show, I set up my little shop for my patterns, and I talk about my pieces, and I have done some workshops, not a lot, but I can do that. So yeah, if that's something that you and your group would be interested in, I don't really have a fee. People always ask me what my fee is for doing that. Most groups, well, every group have given me something to cover my expenses of coming. And I just ask that I be allowed to sell my patterns also as part of the show. So yeah, if you have a group, or, you know, if you, maybe you have a small group, and maybe you could get 2 or 3 small groups that you know of together to do, to host something like that. I would love to come. So it is a lot of fun. I enjoy it very much. And, yeah, so I think that's it for me today. I hope that it's beautiful where you are, that the weather is fine. And although we do need rain, there are nothing serious for fires here yet, but of course a year ago we did have some terrible fires in Nova Scotia. But wherever you are, I hope that it's not too dry. I hope you're getting some rain and some sun and all the good things of summer. So I know there's 2 big holidays coming up, for Canada Day on July 1st and Independence Day on July 4th, and I hope that you enjoy that and celebrate it in whichever way you enjoy. So until next time, I will see you then. Stay safe and happy summer. Bye.